Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Tribuki. I seriously, what the fuck, clap. Good day, lads. Good day. We're so back. We are. We truly are. I gotta talk about a few things that I thought of in regards to Umineko, which, you know, is the point of this stream. Give me a second. I'm currently launching it. I don't want to talk about it until it's launched. There we go. Okay, paint. Episode 4. No, actually episode 3. I want to bring up episode 3. Right? That's what I want to bring up right now. Because I think it's pretty important. Where is it? Here we go. So, I had a thought. Right? I had a thought in regards to Umineko. Realizing maybe the music's a bit loud. In capture... Is it capturing Dofus? What? There you go. The paint window is now open fully. I'm gonna go directly into the game solely for the music. Genuinely just for the music, because I want to have something in the background. Wait, I don't remember this. Yeah, I don't remember this because this is not where we were. Wait, what? Did I forget to save? Did I actually forget to save? I think I did. I think I did. I'm a genius. Holy shit. Oh, that's gonna take so long to get back. Okay. But we're gonna see you fools again. Okay. Well, it's 3 hours to go through. Holding control right now. And then we have the dwarf man. I fucking love that guy. Okay, let's go back. Where were we? I think we were pretty far in. I think we did like 2 chapters. Right? Now they just accuse him of like keeping Kinzo dead and disappeared. Okay. A lot of boom, boom, boom. Yeah, another one. 2 of them. One. Another 2, actually. There's no booms during those sequences. Another one. Ah, shit, I missed it. You fools! I love that one. And good old Kinzo just... Goldsmith. It's Kinzo's sorcerer name. Okay, that's in the future, and here he is. Kinzo. Right, so here's what I wanted to talk about. Right, let's go back to the menu. To the paint screen. So, last time I made a theory. And I was pretty upset about it. Actually, wait, I think it's in episode 4, not episode 3. Wait. Right here. Right here. So he made his theory, and I was like, yeah, but I still think that's true, and I could not picture another way that the Web of Red Truth could be true, right? I could not picture any other way for it to be true. I don't know if I can really watch. Really? Fucking hell. I really hate Twitch. Which is fucking annoying on that front. Give me a second. I mean, you can catch up on the VOD, I guess, if you want. Although you do miss being able to chat about it. Give me a second, where is it? I do want to bring up. I talked about it in text on the Discord server. I need to like bring it up again out loud. Here we go. Copy. So, right here, right? I was like, yeah, the only way out of this red truth, this web of red truth, is by assuming she lied, and the truth is in the fact that Kinzo is like, you know, dead from the get-go, right? And they actually brought it up in episode 4. They actually brought it up and put it like as a theory that Beatrice refused to slash until the very end. And clearly they were indicating that this is false to some degree, that I need to like rethink it. And I was like, I don't see how, right? Because like no life forms other than humans have any connection to this game. And there are no more than 18 humans. Right? On the fabled streamer interactions. Yeah, sucks. It does suck. I need to upload all the VODs. I've downloaded every Umineko VOD. They're all like on my computer. I just always forget to upload them. It takes like 30 years. But here, there are no more than 18 humans, right? And I was like, no more than 18 humans? And no life forms other than humans? Well, then this is false, right? This sentence right here. The guys are not furniture, and the witch, like the distinction I made about wishes and furniture in the eye of Beatrice isn't true, and therefore they are considered human in the end. But then I remembered, right, that repeatedly Sir Onigiri, what was his name? What was his name? Okonogi. Okonogi actually just was talking constantly about how if you don't have love, right? Yeah, Okonogi. If you don't have love, you can't see it, right? Without love, it cannot be seen. And he was talking about it in the sense, not that like, you know, not some bullshit love magic, but in the sense that if you can't appreciate, the other side, or like try and see things from the other side, you won't ever be able to like solve anything. Because essentially the facts you're gonna see, there's no like actual objective truth. Even the red truth can't be objective because they're still dependent on who's framing it and who's saying it. Right? Like, say I earnestly and 100% believe, right? Like I have daltonism, and I 100% believe that this color right here that I'm drawing, that's blue, right? I 100% believe it. And so I could say a red truth. This color is blue. And that would be a red truth. Because it is factually true that in my eyes, it is blue. But anyone else who does not have daltonism would see this and say, this is green, and be able to say that in red truth. Right? They would be able to. Let me just write it actually. Multiple truths. Multiple objective truths. I think it is good to like put it near here because it fits with the bullshit. Someone could earnestly believe it's blue and make a red truth, and someone else would believe it's green. Here we go. And without love for both sides, appreciation, considering, you'll never be able to accept it. To understand it. Right? And that's what they meant constantly. I'm gonna use 4G for a while so I can catch your ideas. Okay. So, yeah, the appreciating, considering, right? That's pretty important. I might stream in 720p, I think, at some point. I'll make a poll on my stream. You know what? On my stream server, which you can find in the description, I'll make a poll as to whether or not I should stream in 720p instead. Because the difference is not that big, considering the bitrate won't change. Anyways, multiple objective truths, right? And so, you can guess that depending on who says a red truth, it could take completely different meanings, right? So, for example, say you view it from the perspective of Battler. You view reality from the eyes of Battler, then yes, no life forms other than humans have any connection to this game. Yes, that's a red truth. If you view it from the eyes of Beatrice, there are no more than 18 humans on this Rokkenjima, and you exclude Kanen, Shannon, Genji, Renove, if he's on the island and like an actual real person, Kumasawa, and young Beatrice. If you exclude all of them because they're witches and furniture, if you view this from the eyes of Beatrice, you can understand the trick, right? Beatrice earnestly believes that there are no more than 18 humans because, you know, furniture isn't human, witches aren't human. That's what she believes. And that's her view, right? Even if I consider them human, she earnestly believes they're furniture. And on the other end, Beatrice doesn't believe that. But this is a factual truth in the eyes of Battler. Right? And that's what I'm talking about, essentially. Let me just copy both of these and bring them right here. Resize it to, I don't know, 70. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna copy this and bring it over there. Right here. They should not be here, they should have been over there. Wait, what? No, I'm stupid, I can just do this. Right? Copy it, there we go. Bring it back here. And then I can just like, you know, freeform. Get rid of this. Boom. Easy. And I think it's better if I do rectangular here. Here we go. So, the trick, and I honestly, like, I honestly believe, but like, there's multiple ones. The trick is that the first statement from the eyes of Battler, who believes Shannon, etc., are humans. But the second is from the eyes of Beatrice, who thinks they are not humans. This is what they mean by without love, it cannot be seen. You can't understand. Oh wait, I need to do the this. You can't understand this. You don't accept, consider things from a viewpoint. Here we go. And there's also another trick that I'm considering. Another possible trick. No last names besides Jessica. Therefore, those don't have to be the actual people on the island. Here we go. Those are my ideas right there. That's what I'm believing. This is all I'm seeing it so far. And I think this is pretty good. I think this is pretty good. I'm pretty confident in this, right? I almost saved. I need to cancel this. Give me a second. I almost fucked it up. Wall of text. I mean, hey, it's Umineko. You gotta have a wall of text somewhere, right? The theories have to be like complicated because this is a complicated story for complicated people, you know? So let's go back to the episode 4 chart. That's where we were last time, right? I don't have any thoughts on episode 4 yet. Besides the fact that we need this face right here. We absolutely need it. Because this is just fucking amazing. I don't know how it's switched to Japanese. It's probably a shortcut I'm pressing. Okay, let's continue. Baka! Leaving only his finger pointed up. Then he just fucking slowly lifted him with one finger. I think this guy might be strong. He might be cracked. Like, the thing is, right? No sound. Really? Was the entire time there was no sound? Aww. I just forgot to set it up. Oh, I'm silly. I'm a silly man. I'm a stupid man, even. Silly goose. Isn't the what's the name of the song? I remember something about like fishy love or something. I know there's fish involved in this. Oh, because it is. Yeah, fishy aroma. Fishy aroma. Yeah, because there's something fishy in the air. Right? That's why it's called fishy aroma. Give me a second. I'm just gonna eat a date. I fucking love dates. They're great. I haven't gotten like I found them in the store, and I haven't eaten any in like 30 years. But they taste so good. They're amazing. Anyways, let's continue. It's just like the scary part about the youth falls, right? Look at this face, right? Then look at this. The eyes becoming fully black and like growing so wide is really the scariest part of all of this. I think that's the reason why this scene is fucking fucked up. I accidentally cut off the sound. I'm skipping because we already did this. I need to go back on page 1. Here we go. That's where we stop. Right there. Right at this chapter end. Give me a second. Okay, wait. No, we already did this actually. Yeah, we already did this. That was the whole end right here. And I did the whole speech about slavery. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, right? Right here. This exact event is actually what made me think about episode 3 and realize like that whole bit about alternating red truths. Maya wrote words that are the objective truths to some degree, right? She wrote those words, she would not, you know, lie about those words. Those were the actual events as they happened, right? She believed that, what's the word? She honestly believed that, like, what happened was what happened, you know, about the whole eating candy and having fun, having a sleepover with Sakutaro, right? He believed in that. But then Ange read it. And Ange does not believe it. So therefore, when Ange read those exact words, Ange understood something completely different. Hey, Ange, that's how I say it. Because that's how it's pronounced in French. Ange. Actually, it's Ange, not Ange. It's a mix of Franglish that I'm doing. But yeah, the I know, fair. The girl is getting a completely different interpretation from the same words. Maria would honestly look at you and say, yeah, that's what happened. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. And reads this and is like, this is clearly a sign of child abuse, and this child is coping extremely hard, right? And it's not good. That's the whole point, to showcase that even if it's like an objective right on truth, it can still be manipulated through the fact that different people view truth differently. Okay, we already read this. Be sure. You know what we already read too? A game crash. That's what we already read. Oh my god, I have a fucking hiccup. No! Not in the middle of the stream. Please. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do the thing I always do in order to fix hiccups. First of all, I'm gonna close this. Right? Because this actually crashed. I don't know how. But it actually... Umineko, a visual novel, crashed. That's impressive. I think that's impressive. Load. Go back to right here. Now we keep going. We're gonna go. I don't remember where I stopped. I think I stopped in the middle of the Eng thing. Ooh. I'm gonna save right here because I think it's gonna crash again. It's been 30 minutes, so we have made no progress because I accidentally unsaved. I think that was about here. Actually, it was about here. Yeah, the oh you, Mama came back, Mama came back. Waiting to greet Rosa as she returned home, all tired out, was Mario. In an unbelievably good mood, holding Sakataro. Most likely, Rosa's worn-out expression was partly because she really was tired, but partly because it would be a pain when Mario, who should have been grumbling after staying home alone for several days, would cling to her, sobbing. However, when she was welcomed by an unbelievably happy Mario, and felt that her fears were unbelievably needless, Rosa couldn't hide her surprise. What's going on, Maria? You're in a great mood? Is somebody here? It was strange enough to make Rosa think that a friend had come over, and that she'd come home right when they were having a good time playing together. But there were no other shoes by the entrance. Even though Maya was in such high spirits, she had been home alone. At first, Rosa was suspicious that the cause of this unexpected good mood could be nothing good. But that really was a needless fear. And in any event, Maya really had been in a good mood while she watched over the house. Even if Rosa's heart had been as cold and hard as rock, after being welcomed with a smile like this, Rosa started to honestly accept that smile, and the smile rose to her own face automatically. With that smile, you could no longer see any of the weariness of someone who'd been unable to return home for several days. Maya kept talking about what a fun time she'd had playing with her stuffed animal, Sakataro. Rosa really hadn't imagined that the stuffed animal she herself had given would be so appreciated, and she couldn't hide her pleased surprise. I see. So you spent the time together with Sakataro. Well done, Maya. Here's a present from Maya and Sakataro for being so good. There are you! A present, a present! Ooh! What is it, what is it? Both Maya and Sakataro started jumping around. There were two presents. One contained an assortment of Western sweets. Inside was a Scotch cake. It looked to be of very high quality. But Maya was more interested in the other one. The other one was an even bigger box, and was pretty heavy. Go ahead and open it. They might become new friends for you and Sakataro, okay? Wow! What's this? What's this? Inside, lay there like chess pieces, were about 20 small ceramic figures shaped like animals. Squirrels, rabbits, small birds, dogs and cats. They were all holding musical instruments. In addition to them, there was also a panorama-style background. Forest scene was drawn on it. Small forest animals were gathered in the plaza and looked like they were having a good time. We're gonna show it? I guess not. Rosa set it up on the table, and when she lined the ceramic figures like chase pieces in front of it, it became a band of forest animals. Isn't it wonderful? Saw it in the store window, and I was taken with it at a glance. This is a present for you for being such a good girl all alone, Maria. Ooh, thank you, Mama. Awesome, Sectaro! Look how much our friends have grown. Just like you said, Sectaro. It was true that if we got the fun noisy time, we'd get more friends. Hey, didn't I tell you? Look, we have more friends! Look, we have more friends! Relieved that her gifts had been appreciated, Maya stands up and slaps Maria. Rosa stands up and slaps Maria for not following her exact instructions. Rosa remembered that she'd been filled with several days of weariness. Mama, you really worked hard. Go take a shower. If you take a hot one, I'm sure the weariness will go away. Wanna take a bath? I'll choose what to put in the bath today. Thank you. It's already late, so get ready to go to bed. Mama's tired, so I'll just take a shower and go to sleep. I have to get up early tomorrow. Yeah, got it. Here, Mama, I'll take your coat off. I can do it myself. Oh, thank you. They're not removing his coat, obviously. Your coat is full of smells from outside. Oh, sorry, something fell out. I'll pick it up, okay? And she took Rosa's coat. It's a receipt for Secretaro. Please. Don't be that. A receipt, a ticket stub, or something fell out. Then in Emma's pocket, so it's probably important. Maya really picked it up. It looked like a ticket for the green cars, the Shinkansen or something. Atami? Wasn't that a place famous for its hot springs? At that moment, with a razor-sharp sound, the warm atmosphere shattered. That was Rosa who had been there just a second ago, enjoying the gift with her daughter, and recovering from awareness after a long-awaited return home. That's even worse, I think. Was she just at the fucking hot springs for the entire weekend? There stood a person who looked exactly the same, but who had a completely different, terrifying expression on her face. In her hand was a ticket stub that Maya had picked up. She had stolen it from Maya's hand in an instant, just a few seconds too late, by the pen of her hand that had been hit. And her mother's expression, Maya realized that she must have done something wrong. But she didn't know what she had done that had gotten her in trouble. That's probably because of that ticket stub-like thing. Was she not supposed to touch it? Even though she had tried so hard to welcome Mama with fun and happiness, she touched something important to Mama without asking, and that ruined that pleasant atmosphere. So Maya apologized immediately. Sorry. Even though she must have heard those words of apology, Rosa's expression actually darkened. Maybe those weren't the words she had been hoping for. Maya didn't know what to do, instead of his reaction. Then, even though it should have been such an important ticket stub, Rosa crushed it up and hurried off to her room. Maya didn't really understand what she had done wrong. Oh, I must have done something I shouldn't have. It's not your fault, Maria. God, Rosa sucks. Okay, well, there's two reasons. There's two reasons we can imagine. One, Rosa was just pissed off at Maria and decided to go to hot springs. Two, Rosa, they mentioned her being blackmailed. But she was forced to attend a meeting or some bullshit with some guy at a hot spring, right? And she didn't really have a choice in the first place. As they mentioned, she's being blackmailed. I remember this in episode 1, where like Cross mentioned that like the reason why Rosa needs a lot of money, right, is because Rosa got into some terrible debt to like very bad people. So I'm gonna be nice. Which you wouldn't expect from me. I'm gonna be nice to Rosa, and I will say that she was blackmailed into going to the hot spring for a reason that I don't know. I'll be nice. That paper must have been something important for Mama's work, and I touched it without asking. Where are you? You didn't do anything wrong, Maria. That's why tonight was so very happy. Yeah, happy. When Mama takes a bath and clears her out, she'll go back to being the normal, nice Mama. So you mustn't worry about it, are you? You're right. Mama's tired too. Ooh, mustn't worry about it. After all, we were so happy tonight. How are you? Just stop it. I can't watch this. Ange, I think you're looking for happiness in the wrong way. You're the one who's wrong, sister. How can you call this happiness? It's so pitiful that I can't watch anymore. What is? That Mama suddenly got mad? That happens sometimes when humans get tired. Blaming a person because of a momentary misplaced emotion isn't very adult of you, Ange. I can't believe I'm hearing this from a 9-year-old. But that's not the problem! The ticket stub you picked up was clearly strange! What was? There was nothing strange about it, and it has nothing to do with the happiness of that night, right? Rosa called because she'd been staying over at her company because of work, right? Why Atame? Isn't that what you call a vacation? It means she left you and went on vacation, right? And you normally don't go on a vacation by yourself. Even if that was a ticket for Atame, that alone doesn't make it prove that Mama lied and went on a vacation, right? You lied on the phone and then she changed her expression so drastically and grabbed it from you. What more proof could you want? It might have been from a business trip long ago, right? Or maybe she just happened to pick up some trash and put it in her pocket. Might have been a receipt from someone who worked for her, who went on a business trip. In that case, it would be important for her work. It wasn't a toy, so I can understand why Mama took it away. This evidence you're talking about is only circumstantial. Imagination and delusions. Don't know why you're interpreting it in a way that makes our relationship worse. I'm the one who doesn't understand why you're interpreting it in a way that's so convenient for Rosa. As I thought, you're a pitiable child, Ange. Even though there were so many fragments lying about you that could make you happy, you can't find them. Instead, you only look at unhappy fragments and continue to get hurt. That's why you're scared of being hurt, and only start looking for happiness after you check to make sure there's nothing around you that could hurt you. When I talk with you, it gets hard to tell which one of us isn't making sense. You know what? There are lots of happy and unhappy fragments, and they fill the world up. So people who can't find happiness right beside them won't be able to find it, no matter how hard they look. Like Till Till and Me Tills, cheap as a blue bird. I don't have the reference. Oh yeah, the story of a moral. Here's the complete opposite, Ange. You're searching for a world without a fragment of unhappiness. But that's the same as a blue bird. You'll be unable to find your happiness for all eternity. I can get it through context. Is Valder Ansel? Or is he a blue bird? Give it a rest already. In any event, I understand that the night of happiness was wasted because of a single scrap of paper. But sure, it's scary. But a single scrap of paper could do that. In that case, maybe the power to get your happiness can also lie in a single scrap of paper, right? Maybe. Just when she'd finally been able to communicate with Maria after so long, Rosa's face twisted with a mixture of anger, sadness, and a fierce self-hatred as she flew into her room and closed the door. Maria's sorry, a slice into her chest sharper than a knife. At that time, she noticed a cute envelope placed on her study table. Cutie. It was probably something that had come up with a girl's magazine. To Mama, let me share my happiness with you, it said. She took it, and after hesitating, opened it, and read what was inside. Then, after letting 2 large tears drip down the paper, she flew out of the room, hugged Maria from behind as she headed for the bathroom, buried her face into her daughter's back, cried. Then realizing she was the one who should be apologizing. She apologized. Why is Mama apologizing? There was no answer to that question. Look, we already made up. Something like that was absolutely nothing to worry about because of the friendship Mama and I share. To me, your happiness is too painful, Maria. I understand how you feel, more or less. Before I realized I had that power, even I was a pitiful child who could only find fragments filled with misfortune, just like you are now. What is that power? Love. It's love. She's gonna say it's love. The power that I don't have, but you do. You're saying that I'm unfortunate and you're blessed because I don't have that. What is this feeling on this trap? Except with an extra word like power. Yeah, you don't want to know that, Ange. That's why you've been reading my story so far. Of course I'll teach you. I'll show you the secret to that power. And it's something I taught you about long ago when you were little, right? Did you forget? It's okay, I remember. No, No, she. She will teach you. She? Who's that? I shall teach you in Maria's place. Beatrice? What the fuck? Why would Beatrice teach Ange? The power Maria has, but you do not. Yeah, the power I have, but Ange doesn't. It's magic. Maria and Bito said it together. And then they started giggling because they said it at the same time. It was an innocent reaction, one that didn't seem like Bito at all. What? The fuck are you talking about? Black tea was arranged on a table in a peaceful garden, and Bito, Maria, and Sakutaro, who was sitting on Maria's lap, were having fun chatting. Oh, I see, he's called Sakutaro. So this is your best friend. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Sakutaro. I will say it's a bit messed up that Sakutaro does not have a character portrait. It's a bit fucked up. I can't believe that. Oh, Sakutaro's shy, so he's nervous. It's okay. Beatrice is also a great friend of mine. How are you? Are Maria's friends my friends? Yeah. Then, am I Beatrice's friend too? Yeah. Maya, does something like this happen frequently for you in your everyday life? Huh? What? Is breathing a spirit of magic into an organic matter and giving it life like this commonplace in your everyday life? Ooh, Sakutaro is an inorganic matter. He's a lion cub. This stuffed animal makes for an excellent vessel. It is not uncommon for spirits to be made to reside in them when they are spoken to by innocent children with no toxin. According to Beatrice, every time a child plays with dolls, the dolls actually gain a will and converse with them, sometimes even moving by their own will. However, because of their innocence, the power imbued into such a vessel is very weak. If they get struck with even a tiny bit of the toxin from a human's common sense, which says that there's no way a doll can talk or move, they instantly revert to being non-speaking dolls. It's like Toy Story! It's like Toy Story! Holy shit! Wait! Wait, when did Toy Story happen? (1995). That's 9 years later, after the massacre. So it technically could be true. I mean, technically it's always true, but like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Umineko is just Toy Story all along. Like, it's a prequel. I can't believe he wrote this as a prequel to Toy Story. Like, what the fuck? Genuinely, what the fuck? I can't believe this. Okay, genuine question. There's this bot, right, that just joined. Twitch told me, suspicious user, ban evasion, monitoring. How do you not instantly ban that? Right? If you already suspect of ban evasion and they're just going in random stream posting one message, how does Twitch not ban it already? I sneezed like crazy. Thank God I managed to close the mic because holy shit, that was one hell of a sneeze. Whatever. The secretary stuffed animal of yours is different. Oh, secretary is a stuffed animal, but he isn't one. Who are you? I'm a lion cub. Ro, who are you? Secretary's a lion kid, but he's still a kid, so he can't roar sometimes. Who are you? I didn't know lions did that sound. I will say. Gazing at Maria, who was playing around with Secretary by the table loaded with tea. Beatrice let out a sigh of admiration. Oh, incredible. The Secretary, with a glove and cotton vessel and a shell, is completely materialized into the human world. He has his own personality, talks to the summoner freely, and even moves by his own will. Give me a second. And even more surprising is that Maria did not summon him using the name of a person from another world, but created him out of a sea of zero. To that, Maya boasted to Bito that Sekitaro wasn't her only friend, and she had many more of them back home. It seemed there were other similar stuffed animals and dolls who could talk and move of their own will. Like Sekitaro was something natural for Maya. It was natural for stuffed animals to talk, move, and become a friends of her own will. So she's like Goldsmith, but even more powerful. Yeah, she inherited the blood from Kinzo. Yeah, she's skilled with enchantments which bestow magical power upon objects. And the items she creates are all masterclass. When she saw that Maya accepted this, something natural, as a witch, Beatrice felt a respect bordering on awe. Maya, without a doubt, that power of yours is magic. It's magic? I'm still a witch apprentice, so I can't use magic yet, right? No, it is magic. Because you cannot use it consciously, you are still an apprentice. But even so, what magical power it is! The materialization of your friend Sekitaro is excellent proof of that. Materialization? Indeed. In your case, it may even be fitting to call it creation. A piece of inorganic matter that would have no soul at all in another's hands can have a soul sent into it through your magic. Furthermore, a strong magical power lies in the human world. This era is so filled with the toxin that denies magic. Summoning a magical power that can materialize a single life form is not easy even for me. It isn't hard to give birth to any number of soulless beings. However, giving birth to a being with a soul is very difficult. This is what Bito asserted. I don't really understand what you're saying, Bito. You're saying Sekitaro is amazing? Why does Maria call her Bito too? Wait, why does Maria call her Bito too? Eva Triss is dead. So by all means, she took back the title. Like, especially in this reality, in the reality we're currently in, Eva Triss does not exist. Maria, of all people, we still call her Beatrice. But I don't understand. If you and Sekitaro are incredible, you should be proud. I see that which Kinzo desired above all else seems to dwell most strongly within you. I don't have a clue why Bito is praising Maria so much. Right, Sekitaro? Give me a second to check something. What should be truly admired is not only that his soul has been made to reside in a stuffed animal. Even more significant is the fact that you have changed your own worldview. When it comes to giving birth to something from nothing, you stand out from the crowd. It is easy to make 100 from 1. However, giving birth to 1 from 0 is not. When you do become a full witch, beyond just becoming a match for me, you might grow into a great witch that even I must still acknowledge as superior. A witch of origins, perhaps? I'm really looking forward to your future. Oh, Vito said I have talent as a witch! Isn't that great, Maria? Review. Vito! Thank you for praising Maria. Cackle, cackle. No need to thank me, Sakutaro. That red muffler truly suits you. And I am envious of the talent of your master, who was able to give birth to a friend like you. Who are you? Thanks for complimenting my muffler. This is the present I got from Maria. It's my favorite. And its size is truly like a muffler that was created just for you. I see. I must also give my new friend some kind of present. Vito's giving Sakutaro a present? Well, of course. A gift from a witch must be something with magical power. She's gonna stab it. In that case, so they can be your friend for all time, so that you can even have more fun playing with him. I thought I'd give Sakutaro my magic power. Holy shit, Sakutaro Triss! That should be able to materialize even more strongly. Oh my god, Sakutaro is turning into Beatrice. There's no way. Wait, I gotta wait until we get a frame of just Beatrice on her own. Oh, I'll be able to have much more fun playing Sakutaro? What's that? Who are you? What could it be, Maya? Is it something scary? Don't worry, Vito won't do anything scary. Right, Beatrice? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Actually, wait, I need to like do it properly. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Let's go with that. We don't need this anymore. We can just get rid of like a lot of this actually. Wait. Oops. I forgot. Wait, why am I stupid? I can just use this. And make the size big. No, you can't make the size bigger with this. I forgot. How do you do this then? I'm guessing what I was doing is fine. But then nothing. Here we go. Okay, here we go. That will work. That's good enough. We're gonna resize it. Sakutaro Triss. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Indeed. I believe you will like it. To make it materialize even more strongly, a stronger image will be necessary. Well, what to do? To cross her arms, thought about what she could do to please them even more. Battler! She's gonna turn it into Battler. Damn, right there was the form of yet another witch. was Bito's teacher, Virgilia. Virgilia truly was a great witch. Since Maya already thought of Bito as a great witch, this person's Bito called a great witch must have been a great witch. According to Bito, she still didn't even rise to this witch's feet when it came to magical power. Yet you still beat her though. My. I thought I heard some cheery voices. What a fun tea party this seems to be. Oh, teacher. Perfect timing. I want you to look at this lion cub. Here is Maya's new friend. Oh, what a lovely lion. They can greet me. Hello, nice to meet you. Who are you? I'm Sakataro. Sakataro fell to Maya's lap, greeting Virgilia with half of his face poking out from over the edge of the table. It seemed he was very nervous, since this was a witch that even Bito called teacher. Oh, what an adorable name! As a reward for giving such a good greeting, here's a sweet for you. Waving her hands about, Virgilia held the palm of her hand upwards, so she was lightly grabbing at the empty air. Then she held her fist out in front of Sakataro. When she opened her fist, there was one of those individually wrapped cough drops. Who are you? Maya, it's candy! Awesome, awesome! Ah, isn't that great, Sakataro? Make sure to thank her. Who are you? Thank you very much for the candy. Gulp. Even though Virgilia was a great witch, she still treated a stuffed animal like Sakataro to an elegant greeting. Little teacher, cup drops. Are you someone's granny or something? Could at least pull some strawberry milk candy. Oh, rude. In that case, I won't be giving you any more. Ah, sorry. Well then, Maria, take out your grimoire. Of course, your writing tools. Huh? No, take it out. What should I write? Oh, what are you starting? We're using magic I learned from you, teacher. Magic to make a resident of another world materialize into a vessel. I think that by applying that, we may be able to further strengthen the power that makes this friend of Maria's materialize. They're gonna trap Battler in it. They will trap Battler into it. They're gonna trap someone important into it. I bet you. I wanted to give that as a gift to Maria and her friend. I see. For a being that has already materialized, it shouldn't be that difficult. It could become a wonderful gift. Well, then I shall help too, if only a little. It would be very reassuring if you would sign for this magic as a witness, teacher. We're glad, Maria. This will be a wonderful gift. Who are you? What's happening? That isn't scary, is it? Is it? Oh no, but I don't think it's scary. What could it be? I can't wait. En's just like watching from the side, completely incredible, not saying a single word. Because like En's just still here. Bito borrowed the grimoire from Maya's handbag and majestically flipped through the pages. Then she found an empty page among those filled with magic circles drawn on them, and flattened it out. But gazing at Sakataro with a grin, she suddenly started moving her pen. It was something like a written declaration made by witches to our older world. It was magic whose effect could be controlled if Beatrice wrote and Virgilia signed. Maya didn't understand what Bito was writing at first, but partway through, she figured out the wonderful magical power of this document, and her eyes began to sparkle. Who are you? Who are you? What is it, Maya? What's she drawing? Sakataro was on her hat, so he didn't know what was being written on the table. But even if he had seen, Sakataro probably wouldn't have understood. Awesome, Sakataro! Wait a bit, almost done! It's amazing, Bito, amazing! When it comes to writing documents of power, this child's talent is magnificent. He might even serve well as a secretary in the spirit world. How's this? Not so bad, right? After finishing her writing with an intense amount of concentration, Bito looked over the document again from a distance. I think she was fairly satisfied with her work. And Maria was also picking in at it, with a cry of wonder. Awesome, Bito! Cute! Is the name of the Golden Witch, Beatrice, and no knowledge Sakataro, Maria's child. Teacher, if you would sign as a witness. Yes. By my name, a witness and a knowledge this oath. It is done. Virgilia signed, completing the written declaration. It was a document with the power to proclaim to the beings of the higher world that Secretaro had most certainly materialized in the human world. Secretaro, who had been born from Maya, was dominated by the two witches Beatrice and Virgilia. And just now, his existence had been acknowledged by the higher world. What the fuck is going on, though? That itself was a great magic of materialization. According to Beto, was apparently quite fortunate that Virgilia was there. After all, depending on the number and quality of witches that signed proclamations to the higher world, the power that resided in them could change drastically. Virgilia in particular had many friends in that higher plane. Their signature gave the proclamation a power with which Betos couldn't even compare. By this proclamation, I accept you, Secretaro, as an individual with no ego, and I welcome you as a friend, in accordance with the contract of Maya Sorcière. From now on, Secretaro is our common friend. And for that, I shall bestow upon you a fitting form as a gift. Accept it. Was the grimoire still open to the page with the proclamation? She turned it around and handed it to Maria. Maria showed it to Secretaro on her lap. When Secretaro beheld that proclamation, he felt something hot and bright begin to dwell in his body made of cloth and cotton. Even as he looked around, nervous at the sensation he had never felt before, the power strengthened. And eventually, a bright light completely swallowed him up. What the fuck? What's going on? Who are you? Oh my god, he just flipped around. What the fuck? Oh my god, is he an actual character now? I think he is. I think he's gonna show up. He's gonna be a regular character. And when that light disappeared, there, Maya's friend Secretary held a new form and existed. Yeah! Holy shit! The beloved furniture of Lady Maria, a witch of Maya Sorcière. He is Lady Maria's white art itself. You might even say he is the second Lady Maria, and irreplaceable to her. He holds the decoration as a diplomat, and none may attack him. Not any of the witches, weapons, and furniture in the Alliance, nor any of the demons and divine spirits in the contract with the Alliance. The goat row. He's a diplomat. Huh. Ooh. You're cute, Sakutaro. Really cute. Who are you? Who are you? Does it really look good on me? It isn't embarrassing? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? It is a very lovely form, Sakutaro. Okay, I need to know. I need to know. I can't look it up, obviously, because I'm gonna be spoiled to like beyond heavens. What does it look like in PS4? Or in PS3? If someone can send me that. Really, please. I would love to know what he actually looks like. If someone can send it to me somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna keep it reading. I figured the muffler was a strong point. And the ears! Thank you. No, he's still cute. He's still cute. Let me show it on screen just in case. Where did I save it? Right here. That's him. That's him in PS3. Right here. No, not bad. Doesn't look bad either. You are quick, yeah. Thank you, Triviki. Very appreciated. Let me nibble them later. Cool. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful present. There's no need for thanks. This is out of respect for your wonderful magic and your friend. And now that you have reached this level, it would not be owed for you to graduate from being an apprentice at any time. From now on, I shall instruct you on even more new and fun magic. From this point forward, you may call yourself Maria, an apprentice witch of origins. A witch of origins? Indeed. It is the title of a witch who seeks to become a creator. Right now, you are just an enchanter, magician specializing in forms of magical enhancement, who has only enough strength to breathe magical power into the small objects around her. But after 1,000 years of training, you could conceivably use a magical companion that resides in your heart to create a galaxy. The talent of a witch of origin is very rare. Even though everyone has it when they are young, no one can continue to hold on to it. This title is also proof that you have not lost your own taste in the heart. Ooh, a witch of origins! Awesome! I'll become one! I'm Maya, an apprentice witch of origins! Maya, so incredible! A witch of origins, incredible, amazing, are you? He doesn't have a fang. He's the lion and he doesn't have a fang. They fucked up. They fucked up. Eventually, you will be able to call yourself a full witch, Lady Maria, witch of origins. Maybe a good time to give not only Secretary but you as well an appearance fitting for your rank. Really? What is she gonna look like? Here, I shall give a proper outfit for one who, while still an apprentice, is worthy of using the title of a witch. What is she gonna look like? When Bito waved the pipe that was her cane, many gold butterflies that had appeared out of nowhere grouped around Maria, giving her a wonderful dress. Yeah, see, this is why I don't want to Google anything related to Umineko, right? If I Googled Maria and just Maria, the first thing I would have seen is a fucking Maria witch costume. 100%. Oh. I think this is not a good sprite. I don't really like it. Maybe it looks good in PS3, but like, this one doesn't look that good. The Witch of Origins will live for 1,000 years in the future. She holds a motherly magical power to give birth to a one from the Sea of Zero. At a glance, this magical power is frail, but no matter how many times you multiply zero, you never end up with anything more than zero. However, the one she gave birth to will one day surpass even the heavens. Hyperfix shoes, yeah, exactly. Like it's a color scheme. I don't like the color scheme. She is loyally protected by Beatrice, who understands her true worth. The two of them are members of the same alliance. Okay. I forgot to read. Certainly was fitting for the girl who would eventually take the name as a Witch of Origins, combining both cuteness and dignity. My platform shoes. I don't really think so. I think it doesn't look good for a child. That's the issue. Amazing! Awesome, 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 awesome! Cute, cute! I want to show these clothes to Mama too! Can I? The full dress of a witch must not be shown indiscriminately. Its value increases if you're stinging with it. Then, the Great Witch! The Witch's Apprentice! And my new friend, Secretary, enjoyed the lively chipa. And the end is just like on the sides. See? Look how happy I am. And look how fun this is. Please don't be afraid of being happy. Becoming happy isn't the same thing as accepting your current misfortune. It means creating a new happiness out of your current misfortune. That is the magic of origins. I didn't want to acknowledge my current world. I couldn't bear to accept such an isolated and painful world. That's why, even though I was entranced by your world, Maria, I couldn't cross the final line. I'll teach you about my magic of origins. No, I taught you before, right? And you used it before. Did you forget? You were also a witch apprentice, Ange. With your name entered into Maria Sorcière, weren't you? Yeah, that was true. Maria Sorcière. That takes me back. I also had my name entered in there at one point, didn't I? I'm not... Okay. The chapter ended. And I'm not feeling the best tonight. The world 12 years later. I may stop here for tonight, I think.
Eh, 1987年4月のことです。
I'm gonna stop here for today, I think. Here we go. I wish I could continue, but I genuinely feel weak. And I need to just, you know, come back. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and stream Silk Song, but I'll come back on Wednesday. Guaranteed. Right? And I'll do a full 3 hours on Wednesday, but right now I need to rest. Because it's not, especially since we're going to like, I do wonder, okay, I do genuinely wonder when we're going to go back to like the family. I do want to see Kinzo again, right? And see the others. I really wish so, but we did get to see Sakutaro as like a boy, a little boy, which is pretty funny. But yeah, we're gonna rest for today. I am going to rest for today. I didn't read for a long time, but I genuinely do not feel that good, so my apologies. Bye bye everyone, have a good night. Here we go.